All right, guys, I'm going to talk to you a little bit here tonight about really opening and closing a month. And, you know, I teach this a lot to my team. We did a national director and above training yesterday, and we talked a lot about creating urgency. Creating what? Creating urgency. Creating urgency really is the key factor in creating momentum. Momentum feeds urgency, and urgency creates momentum. So a lot of this has to do with opening and closing a month. Basically, I call this the momentum month. You know, opening and closing a month, creating urgency, driving momentum, increasing your productivity. This all has to do with driving momentum on a month-to-month basis. So we're going to talk about designing your momentum month. And, you know, running your 12 races is really what it all comes down to. You know, you've got to have a little bit of the attitude of a marathon runner, but you've also got to be sprinting on a constant and consistent basis. From a month-to-month period, you want to make sure that you're running as fast as you can. So you got to have the mindset of a marathon runner and the focus of a sprinter. And what I mean by that is that we have 12 races each and every year. Each and every year, we have 12 months that we have to consistently and constantly run as fast as we can. And within those 12 months, as a sprinter, we want to make sure that we're opening our month strong and we're closing our month strong. Because how we open our months and how we close them is really going to define the momentum that we sustain within our groups, and it's really going to create the urgency that you have throughout that month. It's going to create the what, guys? Urgency. We're all leaders in the room, are we not? Absolutely. You're a leader by definition of title. I mean, hitting the title of regional director, by definition, you are a leader. So what I want to talk to you a little bit here is really creating some leadership within you guys so that you can start creating more momentum and more urgency within your group on a monthly basis. Is anybody here interested in learning how to do that? Quick show of hands. Yes? Absolutely. Okay. So right now, we're halfway through our first race. So I want you to take into consideration, where are you right now in your business? What do you have going on? And what can we do to really capitalize on closing out this month? And, you know, I want to talk to you a little bit about how we open the month, but I'm going to leave you with some tips, tricks, and, you know, just some things that you can build into your leadership as you're opening and closing a month. You know, our team, our groups, we've been growing for the past 4 months or so, on average about 30 to 40%. This month alone, we're already exceeded the month volume that we did in October. Is anyone interested in learning how they can do that? Absolutely. So, recognizing your victories is exactly what you want to do to open your month. And the reason that we do this, you all have team calls. Does anybody here have a team call? Quick show of hands. Good for you guys. Is this a team call that you guys host yourself? Quick show of hands. Okay, great. It's okay if you don't host a team call, but it's crucial that you plug into some sort of team call. The team calls are really designed to help celebrate the victories of last month. And they're really designed to, you know, show who's promoting their ranks, who got qualified for their BMW, who got their 3 for free, who qualified to hit a new high title in your organization. And what this does for you is it really specifically creates a sense of urgency within your team, within your groups, and urgency will create momentum, right? So by recognizing things like that in your team, or if you're plugging into your enrollers team or your upline ambassadors team, it's crucial. I teach our organizations to take time each and every week to make sure that we've got people on those team calls. The more people you have on the team call, the more urgency you're going to have in your group, the more sense of excitement you're going to have in your group, and the more fear of loss that you're going to have in your group. And what I mean by fear of loss is there's a lot of excited people here in the room, and we all get it. We understand it. How many people here in the room, by a quick show of hands, build each month with a little bit of a sense of urgency based on understanding what we have here? So it's up to us to take that sense of urgency and move it throughout the organizations and move it throughout the teams. A team call is a fantastic way to be able to do that, to recognize people. Also, calling into your groups and taking the time, you as a regional director, you got to remember, you're special. You really are special. When the new person comes into your organization, they're looking at you. They're looking at who? You. They really are looking at you. And they look at you and say, this is real, I believe this, I can do this. So to receive a phone call from you saying, hey, congratulations, I see that you just got your 3 for free. Keep up the great work. If there's anything I can do to help, I'm here for you. Or congratulations for hitting Rise and Star. What's your goal to get into your BMW? and just map that out with people and understand the people that are working and take the time to recognize what people are doing within your group. What's the saying there that recognition, babies cry for it and adults die for it, right? In understanding that, take the time to recognize the people in your group. So celebrate your victories and make sure that you're building for your team calls on a monthly basis. So that's sort of in the first 48 hours what you want to be doing.